Hello, 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 everybody. Woo! It's been a while. It is happening, Marcus. What's going on, brother? Hey, thank you literally for all you do, man. I've been watching you do some amazing stuff on your channel, and I may not be talking and getting involved in everything, but I'm so freaking proud of you, buddy. I'm so happy. What's going on, extraordinary? How you doing? Hey, thank you guys so much for being here. Um, I apologize for being later than the posted time that I was going to be on here. I had no idea. I actually had to call Dan, you guys. Apparently, in the last like week or so, of course, timing would be perfect. But apparently in the last week or so, Facebook has stopped working with Streamyards. People are monetizing Streamyards, and Facebook said we want some of that cheddar. And Streamyard said, their symbol, their logo is a duck. They said quack quack, no. So I guess they couldn't come to terms. I don't know. Long story short, I guess I'm going to be live streaming to Facebook exclusively because I have an ongoing subscription with StreamYards. I know how to do StreamYards, and as you guys know, I am terrible at streaming. So, yeah, I would literally have to start a second entire stream for just going to Facebook, which I may end up having to do. My hopes is that folks will just click on the link and come over to watch the YouTube video. Sir Toddington, what's going on, Todd? How you doing, brother? He said, so what? No Facebook Live? I'm here, but for how long? Who knows? Because I'm at work, adulting like a mofo in a job I desperately trying to get out of. Well, you're doing amazing, brother. You're doing amazing. I'm glad you're here. Facebook. It sounds like they cut ties with the old with the old StreamYards. Now have two phones up and streaming. You know what? I actually might. I have this mount here that is for whenever I'm traveling. It's a car mount. I might just set up another one. But I was ill prepared. I didn't know that that this had gone down. Just pointing that out. I didn't know that it had gone down, so I didn't have my second phone ready. I will try to have it ready for the next one because I do want my Facebook people to be able to get to it. And it's actually like super convenient now because if I did that, I could stream straight to the Facebook page, the group, and then the StreamYards account. Since it's okay with YouTube, I can stream to Instagram because Instagram Live because I've not been able to stream to Instagram Live because you could only have two destinations because I ain't paying for the paid plan. I ain't got that kind of cheddar. So now my StreamYards will go to YouTube and Instagram, and then I'll have a second camera going straight to Facebook. I'm just saying. The reason why I was late is because I literally had to call Dan, get all this information. I didn't know. I've been super busy. So for right now, if everybody could bear with me and please come over to the YouTube channel until I get set up with Instagram and a second camera for Facebook. Andre Lamotte, what's going on, brother? How you doing? I miss you guys. You guys don't even know how much I've missed you guys. Andre, our extraordinary says, so you meant you're streaming through YouTube exclusively, right? You said Facebook. Sorry, YouTube, and if I can get the destination to give permission and integrate with StreamYards, it'll be YouTube and Instagram Live, and then I'll have a second camera running solely to Facebook. Andre says, the man, the myth, legend. I'm just trying to be as cool as you one day, brother. Just glad to see your face. I'm glad to see you guys. You guys don't even know how much I've missed you guys. So let's just jump into this. We got some new policies to the show. I'm not going to do it on a necessarily super strenuous sort of, I have to get this many people in here hanging out and watching. I have to have this. I have to have this. You know, I talked to a lot of YouTubers. I talked to a lot of streamers, and they have these goals, right? View count, times, hours viewed, all of this stuff to push to try to build their audience. I'm not going to do that anymore. And honestly, I haven't done it for a while, but I liked not having that extra pressure. And to be completely honest, with some of the messages I've been getting from you guys, is that you guys just want to see me drawing. It took a lot of messages. So I want to say to everybody who sent me messages that they just want to see me drawing, some people said it relaxes them. Some people said that it was inspiring. It took a long time because it had to get through this insanely thick skull of mine. But it's just because I always thought the drawing would bore people to tears, right? So we're going to do chill streams. I'm just going to draw. If I'm working on a commission, then I'm going to work on the commission. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to put that extra pressure on me to make sure that I get the notifications out, and I make sure that everybody is you guys will come and hang out if you want to. If you don't, that's cool. I'm still going to be doing them. Yeah, I want to say thank you guys for the kind of constant messages of, you guys, when the stream's coming back, we miss you guys, we want to see you streams. And I would respond and saying, well, I just kind of felt like there was some folks just not showing up and not coming back, and I wasn't like upset about it. I was just like, okay, well, clearly there's a lack of interest, and I mean, why not? The weather's beautiful. Well, not right now. It's actually lightning and crap, but we can get outside and we go do stuff, and and so I was like, I'm not gonna sit here and kind of ask folks to choose. I don't want to do that, and so I kind of stopped, and we had other stuff going on, and you guys were just like, no, come back, come do some live streams. We missed the live streams. I had people telling me at shows that they missed the live streams. I had people on my DMs telling me they missed the live stream. So I just want to say to all of you guys, if you put out a message or anything saying that you wanted me to see the live streams, thank you. It took a long time, and I'm sorry. I still have a hard time thinking that people like watching me do what I do. It still blows my mind. It really, really does. Hold on. My Lanta. Sir Tonnington. So does Jeff have any special FCBD Free Comic Book Day appearances on Saturday? Star Wars Day. I do not have appearances for Free Comic Book Day. I had something that I was talking with somebody at a show about, and it never happened. I told him, get a hold of me, give him my contact information, and it never happened. So it's far too late now. I mean, we're a couple days away, so no. But I can try to get something set up for next year. I used to have a regular thing. I would go down to Clint's Comics in Kansas City, but they stopped doing in-store events, so I'm free. Extraordinary. Yes, I asked about your markers for inking. Thank you for keeping me on topic, because that's the other thing that we're going to do. We're not doing the marathon streams, you guys. I love doing them, but holy crap, that was hard. That was really not hard to do. Hard on me. I would not be able to function very well after 8 hours of streaming. And I don't think you guys want to sit here, for 8 hours. So we're going to try to keep it to an hour, maybe 2. Unless something really crazy is going on. But other than that, we're just going to keep it nice and tight. So first question, Extraordinary asked me about markers for inking. Okay, I have a lot, and I'm inking something. Oh, hold on. Check it out, you guys. Just got this in the mail yesterday. Volume 2, the trade paperback. Look at that. Got a whole box of it here, man. I tell you, there's something crazy that goes on in my head when I see something that I've been a part of, and it's here, it's live, it's real. You know, it's not just a bunch of scribbles on a page, and it means something. And I just I hope you guys will pick it up, because um I won't read it all. I won't read any of it. I want you guys to read it. I have a whole page, guys. That's how amazing these folks are in this team. They gave me a whole page to say thank you to you guys from the bottom of my heart, explain some of the stuff that's been going on. Um, yeah, read it. I get real sappy, you know. I do. That's how I do. But yeah, they just came in. They are beautiful. Siphon Volume 2. I will be taking these to shows. Can you get them from Dan? No, you can get them from me, or you can get them from Top Cow. Yeah, man. I only have my comp copies. I don't get nearly as much as Top Cow does, but yes, if you guys want them, those are the best places to get them. I'm super excited about these. Thank you to Top Cow. Thank you to everybody over there. Everybody who's kept me as involved as possible despite my limitations. Well, they're self-imposed. But as you guys can hear, I also don't have the extra echo because I remember the headphone trick. I'm remembering. Okay, markers. Extraordinary. What do you mean by markers? Do you mean, when I'm inking, do you mean these pens? Or do you mean felt tip pens like this that kind of look like markers? Because these don't. These look like real fine tip jobs. Or do you mean like brushes? Let me know, bro. Um uh Extraordinary says at Andre, agreed. I don't know what you're agreeing. Well, you guys are too much. Most important, how's JJ doing? Sir Toddington says, how's Kim and how's JJ? Josh says, miss y'all so much, my brother. I miss you. Love you guys. Kid Sanders. Hi, Kid Sanders. Is this Caden? Who is this? Tight like a tiger. Thank you, Todd. How is JJ doing? Well, we had we had his 2.5 year appointment, and we'd gone a half a year, you guys, without having a single episode. It's been incredible. Honestly, it has been incredible. That is another reason why I have not been streaming, is because I'm of the mindset that when things are going good, I want to do everything with this little boy, man. And it's tough. It's really tough for me to pull myself away from him, especially when we're at an age now where literally he will grab me by my finger or my thumb, and he will say, "Dad, go," and wherever we want to go, we're going. At that point, it's it. That's it, man. That's it. You say, "Dad, go." I'm going. We're going. We're going to go to the park. We're going to go to the mall. We're going to go anywhere. We're going to get out of the house. And so yeah, it's things are going so well that I almost don't want to talk about it out of superstition. But it has been and it has not been half a year without sickness. Like, he hasn't lived on an island. He's currently got a runny nose. Kimberly and I are feeling a little poopy, but his body isn't overreacting like it did. And it could happen again. It could happen again. We know that it could happen again. But yeah, we're gonna just ride this high for as long as it goes. Keep this streak going. This very well could be the beginning of the next chapter where this is behind us. Unfortunately, we're just reading it page by page as we go. We don't know. We don't know if it's going to happen again, but he is doing fantastic. You guys, I started drawing when I was 2, and I started reading, like really reading books a lot. It became a passion when I was like 4. I'm sorry, when I was 4. This kid will grab a stack of a no joke. I'm not exaggerating. No less than 6 or 7 books every single night. And that is what we will read just cuz. And then we'll read them again before bed. He loves his books. He is insanely smart. I know every parent says this. I know that, but he's doing real good. He's doing really, really good. And so that's also part of why there's going to be another little change to the streams. It's going to be pretty much impossible for me to do a lot of Saturday streams because of a couple reasons. One, I'm going to more shows. 2, Saturdays are the only days where I can have JJ all day and want to go do stuff. So my plan is to do a lot of these style streams where I just jump on here and go and work on what I'm working on, get you guys caught up. If you guys come by, cool. If you don't, I love you anyways. Yeah, I just felt like it was taken. It would have been difficult for me to take myself away from Jay. Taking myself away from him is very difficult. So, but I miss you guys so much. So yeah, he's doing good. He's doing real good. He oh my gosh, he's in the 87th percentile for his body weight, and he's in the 98th percentile for his height. He's 2.5 years old, and he's 3 foot 2 inches. He can see over a countertop. He's a unit. He's a monster child. So yeah, he's doing great. Hold on. Let me get caught up with you guys. Kid Center says cool. Josh Sanders says need it. I love you guys. Kid Sanders says, what's up, Jeff? What's going on? My time is live. Any sneak peeks of Gambo? Who is My Time is Live? That is awesome. The Lobo Gambit. Hold on. Did I already do that? I can't remember. Hold on. If I've done it, I'll have a scan of it here. Let me see if I have it. Gambit Lobo. Gambit. I'm looking on my computer, y'all. I might not have done it yet. I don't think I've done it yet. Yeah. But I'm working on my commission, so it's coming up. Yeah. Oh, it's Caden. How you doing, buddy? Fine ones. Okay, perfect. Thank you, sir. Okay, so the fine ones are. Oh my God, I covered all that one up. Let me see if I can find one that's. Well, you're gonna have to write it down. So these are all covered up with tape, but they're called. Oh no, I have some. Hold on. I have some. Copic Multiliner SP. You can't get these hard plastic cases anymore because they don't make them anymore. But these were called Copic Multiliner SP 0.03, 0.1, 0.3, and then 0.7. Sorry, I've had these for so long they're kind of gross. And that's set A. Set B was 0.05, 0.2, 0.5, and BS is not for what I talk all the time, but it's for brush. It turns out there was 8 in the original pack, but then they came out with a 10 pack that had a 0.35 extra pen in there, as well as a 0.25. Long story short, I would not recommend buying these anymore, Robert. Yeah, you see, all the cool stuff that happens in a Copic only happens if they continue to make the cool stuff. What's the cool stuff? This is a metal aluminum body and cap, right? The nib comes out and is replaceable, right? That's the stem that goes all the way in to the ink reservoir, and there's the nib, right? Okay. And then you have the reservoir. That's what goes in the back, like loading a gun, right? Okay. That's all great. Having that to be something that you can do, you can get an investment in and just buy the refills is all awesome. Until Copic says they're no longer producing the nibs, just the nibs. So you can get refills, you can get the bodies, you can get the nibs for like $12 to $15 a piece. They were like 50 cents. But because Copic stopped making them, it's whatever is left out in the whatever supply is left out in the market is what it is. And as people are going to do when something really awesome becomes a rarity, they're going to price gouge. So I have started to slowly shift away from these because I'm being forced to. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, Robert, but that is what's happening. But they were Copic multiliner SPs. I am a big fan of these Tombow pins. They have the felt tip pin. This one is they have a hard and a soft tip. Blue, the blue body is the hard tip. The black bodies look like I actually don't have any more because I burned through them. It's just the same thing, but it's black where this is blue. That's the hard tip. I prefer, or the soft tip. I prefer the hard tip because I can get all of those ranges. It just gives me. I have to practice on my inking like with a brush tip, being very careful of my line weights and everything. I'm working on finding as many Sakura Micron Pigma markers as possible until somebody comes up with a good fine liner replacement for Copics by a company that's going to continue to make the product, because this is what I do for my livelihood. So yeah. Andre Lamotte says, blessed, so happy to hear it. Beyond words, you guys. We are sleeping better. We are actually having this is all stuff that should have happened a long time ago, and I know it, but it's amazing to still be able to go through it. The family, my mom, his grandma, it gets to hang out with him more now because he's doing better. She doesn't live very far away, but it's enough, like we needed to keep an eye on him. We felt like we needed to always be there and be around him. And now she's getting to put him down for nighttime, sleeps, and Kimberly and I can go out and eat dinners and stuff like that. And so it's just all that kind of stuff that transitioning into a little bit more of a bigger boy. And it's amazing. He's doing so good. Joshua Sanders says, are y'all coming to Nashville Comic-Con? If so, I will get y'all VIP ticks. I don't know when Nashville is. Wait, is that one of them that Dan's going to? I think Dan's going to Nashville. I know Dan's going to Tidewater. I think he's going to Nashville as well. I think he's going to another one. I think one up in the Northeast. I have told Dan that Dan's record for going to shows and having me come to them is amazing. He's only had one show here in the recent past where it was really bad, and that was TFCon in Orlando. But I told Dan, let me know how these shows go afterwards, because if you go to these shows as the CGC guy and you want me to go to these shows, I love traveling with Dan. I really do. He's just we're in a lot of the same mindset in terms of business, in terms of priority. He's a dad, I'm a dad, stuff like that. Like he understands, and so I told him, those shows, if you like those shows and you plan on making that a thing and you need an artist, I'm your guy. So we may end up going to Nashville. I don't know. It depends on how Dan feels, but that's in the future. As far as right now, this year, I don't even know when it is, brother. I have not heard back from them. I don't know. I don't know why, but I haven't. I would like to. Obviously, I'm trying to make it clear to Dan that if he because maybe he can get them to respond to him, because I can't seem to get the people from Nashville Comic-Con to respond to me. So maybe Dan can. Andre Lamotte says, must get his smarts from Kim. Oh my gosh. Literally, he just gets his size from me. It's her eyes, her ears, her nose, just wrapped around my giant head. That's what it is. And his brains are totally, you know. We got so many folks that are like, oh, he's going to be a lineman and everything. I'm like, you know what? I have a lot of stuff that's wrong with my brain because of football. If he doesn't want to play football, I'm not going to make him. Save your brain, man. Save the smarts your mama gave you. I don't know. Caden says, I made my dad a Spider-Man 29. Oh, you did? Dude, I need to see that, Caden. I need to see that. That's my favorite kind of Spider-Man 29 or Spider-Man. My favorite version is 2099. I need to see that. That blank looks kind of familiar. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Mitchell, I'm so glad you're here. I know I wasn't gonna talk a lot, but I'm glad you're here. I hope you're still here. I finished up another commission of yours, and you guys are gonna hear it first right here. I have to congratulate Chris Mitchell because he kicked my butt. I am so torn about the end of this piece that I'm very seriously thinking about buying another cover and starting over again. I just can't get my head right around it. I talked to Kimberly. She said, and I've never heard her talk like this before, she said, you're an idiot. It looks awesome. And I'm just like, but it doesn't look how I wanted it to look because I had something in my mind. And the thing that I had in my mind didn't come out perfectly. And the reason why it didn't come out perfectly is because Chris Mitchell challenged me. Yeah, we're going to talk about it since she's here. The basic breakdown of animation is 3 rules when doing animation. 1, if 2 lines will work instead of 3, use 2 lines. You're trying to keep it simple. 2, fluidity and form. Movement is priority. If you were to take some still images of your favorite 2D animation, you will see, like during the crazy fight moves or whatever, like they distort anatomy so that when that frame hits your brain, it makes it look like the arms move so fast that it caught that it blurred. So fluidity. And then 3, you don't want to do hyper realistic anatomy. You want to stylize. You want to simplify and stylize because you're going to be drawing these things thousands and thousands and thousands of times. Okay, so that's all well and good. I understand that. But then he said, take the animated version of Ahsoka and mash her up with a very recognizable human face in Rosario Dawson's version of Ahsoka. So it quite literally, it wasn't just, okay, we're going to take a little bit of column A, we're going to take a little bit of column B. No, it was, we're going to take the medium that pushes it to such extremes, right? One direction. And I want you to mash it up with the medium that pushes it to the absolute other end of the spectrum. Hyper realism. This is a woman whose face is known. And I want you to smash them together. It took me days just to draw the face because I couldn't get it right in my head. So, congrats, Mitchell. You kicked my there are kids here. You kicked you I tip my hat to you, sir. You kicked my butt. That was hard. That was really, really hard because I'm a big fan of both versions, and I set myself up with quite the standard. My wife thinks I'm an idiot. I'm going to show it to you, Chris. I will let you decide. And before I do that, you know me. Okay? We've met. We've had dinner. I am not somebody who's going to be offended if you say start over. And nobody else's opinion on this one can influence you. I just want you to tell me start over or you like it. That's it. You don't have to explain yourself. I've done this before. Not when I've started over, but like if something got damaged, I'll buy another replacement and so I don't mind this. I really, really genuinely do not mind this. So Yeah, you gotta let me. You have to let me know, Mitchell. Okay. All right. I'm gonna put the other camera on so you can see it. Hold on, let me get that one bigger for you, bud. Which button is it? It's been so long. Oh yeah, this is what I'm working on right now, Mitchell. Not this one. This one I'm very happy with. So if you guys were wondering, Mitchell wanted a scene from the movie Fear and Loathing, but instead of Benicio and Johnny, it's Tony Stank and Fat Thor. And so we got Mew Mew, we got Tony out here with his little cigarillo, and yeah, they're going to be traveling the 9 realms in cosmic space. So buckle up, Mitchell. I was a little upset with myself because of the other one, and I was like, I'm gonna get it right this time. Not that one. It's this one. It's Ahsoka. Can you see it? Can you see it? So his request was to take live action version of Ahsoka with Rosario Dawson and take elements from the animated version and mash it up. So I took the curved hilts from her fulcrum design and added a lot of the elements from season 1 and season 2 of Clone Wars. I gave her a blended blade. So the blade starts off, this one starts off yellow, goes to green. This one starts off white, goes to blue. So we cover all of her possible color permutations. Her headdress is a mixture of elements from season 1. Oh, can you see it? Season 1 all the way to Rebels. Chest plate from Rebels, belt color from season 1, armored plates from Rebels. I gave her the triangular cuts from season 1. I gave her, I gave her a bunch of design. I gave her robes from Ahsoka, the series, and I tried to blend facial features from Rosario Dawson and mix it with the animated version of Ahsoka. So, Mitchell, let me know what you think, brother. If you want me to start over, I have no problem starting over. I'm real iffy about it. Just because I think because I had something really sort of set in my mind as to what I wanted it to be, and it's like 95% there, but that 5% is just sitting there pissing me off. I'll tell you if I like it or not, but not here. I want the rest of the group to wonder. Okay, fair enough. You tell me in private, bro. You tell me in private. But thank you for letting me come to you for that. All right. So hold on. Let me get caught up. I know I missed a truckload of comments. Hold on. Okay. Sonny, what's going on, brother? Hey, didn't know you were doing this, lol. Didn't see Facebook Live. Sonny, apparently StreamYards and Facebook have cut ties. The people were trying to monetize their StreamYards content. Facebook said we don't like that unless we get our cut, I guess, and they said no. So yeah, StreamYards won't be working to Facebook, but I have a solution. I'm going to have a second phone going, and I'm going to live stream directly to Facebook moving forward. I didn't know any of that when I started this up today, so I'm kind of doing it on the fly. But thank you for being here. Crispy, oh my God, he said, hey, my brother, I'm late, but I'm here. I love you, Crispy. How you doing, brother? Thank you for being here. Andre said, I'm working from home now, so please make sure I get tagged. I can listen while I work. Oh, that's awesome. Well, okay. Do you like working from home? Some people hate it. Some people like it. If you like it, let me know. If you don't, let me know. My time is live. Let you take it home from Richmond. No. I remember. I haven't gotten to it yet, and I was wondering if I had pulled it out, kind of just to. Basically, what I'm doing is my commission list. I'm going from the longest time waiting, right? So the show that's been waiting the longest, I burn through that show, and then I burn through the next one, and then I burn through the next one, and I just go through whoever's been waiting the longest gets it. So I couldn't remember if I had kind of jumped ahead and grabbed that one or not. I couldn't remember, and I don't think I have, but I have it in my head, so I know what I want to do with it. Joshua Sanders says, "We're proud of you, JJ. You are so proud of you and Kim for being on. Oh, thank you so much. I love you guys. We love you guys. We're just he is my whole world, man. And yeah, it's amazing what he's doing right now. Me and my dad met you there. Wait. Hold on now. Oh, did you tell me your YouTube name was My Time is Live and I missed it? Did we talk about YouTube? Remind me. Kid Sanders, Caden says, good, nice. Okay. Extraordinary says, cool, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for asking me. Any other questions about this sort of stuff, you guys let me know. Sir Toddington says, any updates on the movie you did the poster art for? I'm gonna need to find that poster. You know what? I am not sure if there has been updates because hold on, let me see. I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna see if it's been popping. You know what? I will have to send my guy an email and be like, hey, what's the news? Thank you for reminding me, Todd. I will send an email out and see if I can get you guys an update. That's awesome of you to remember that. Extraordinary says, well, never mind. Yeah, it sucks. It really, really sucks. But in your search, if you could do me a favor, in your search to find similar style pins, if you find something that comes across your radar that you think looks awesome and it'll work, please let me know because I'm still looking for a replacement myself. Caden says, I made my dad. Yeah, dude, I need to see it. Post it somewhere. I need to see it. Josh says, yep, Dan is going. Okay, perfect. So we are talking about the same show. Genuinely, it might be the fastest way I get there is if Dan likes it and Dan keeps going because they still will not respond to me and I don't know why. Sir Toddington says, Jeff, you need to do an animate Nightmare Weekend Des Moines that GalaxyCon has in late September so I can see your face again. I think I got a couple shows in September, maybe not. I'm gonna have to look. I would love to go. Just come and hang out. I'll buy the tickets, brother. Just bring your way. Hey, we might be doing that. Honestly, I mean, we gotta talk, and I gotta talk with Kim. And even if we just go as for fun as fans, I think it'd be amazing. I think it really would. I'll see what the lady thinks. Y'all heard it. He's glad I'm here. I am, Mitchell. I am. I am one time glad. Awesome. Mitchell doesn't deserve awesome. Oh, then he says, shut it, Todd. Did my awesomeness break Edwards? It broke my head. It broke my brain. It really, really did. Show it. Got you. Okay. Chris told me to tell you to start over and let me have that. Okay. Well, if that's what Mitchell wants. Michael Palmer, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Extraordinary says, that's awesome. That looks awesome, says Sundog. Thank you, guys. Josh says, a lot of fire and hearts. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much. Marcus says, Poppin', what's going on, Marcus? How you doing, brother? Dan, oh, wow. Okay, so Todd likes it too. Thank you, guys. Oh, my gosh. Andre says, I'm hoping since I can't get to shows that your commission list will someday be open. I would really like to someday be able to get to one. If you can tell me why you can't make it to shows, Andre, I would be very, very curious. I will let you know. We are always looking to try to go to new cons, and if we can get to one close to you, brother, we will definitely, because as Mitchell and Rob Moisel and Palmer and all of these guys, as all of the Eduardos, Sonny, all of them who've known, I love seeing you guys in reality, in meat space, slapping hugs, having a good time. So we gotta get to a con together, Andre. It's got to happen. Extraordinary says, it seems like if Chris doesn't want it, you have a bunch of volunteers that would gladly. I know, right? Fair enough. Fair enough. The colors make it pop. Thank you so much there, Extraordinary. Michael Palmer says, it was nice. It was. You snuck up on me in a moment when I was like, there was so much going on. There's so much going on at Richmond. And I was just like, is that? No, because I've done that before where I thought I knew and I was like, oh, hey, ha. And then they were like, I don't know who that is. But I mean, I was just like, I think that's Palmer. I've seen pictures. I had one of those moments, and then you started talking, and then you said you started talking about Eve, and I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I am right. My brain is not completely fried; it's pretty fried. It was awesome, brother. It was awesome. I'm sorry I was slow on the uptake. I usually am at the cons. Circumstance says the Facebook StreamYard stuff is news to me. Yeah, it was news to me. Sundog says my commission going to take forever. I assume. No. Mitchell was just complaining about this last week, and here I am. I got 2 of his done. I'm hammering these commissions out, brother. Mullins, he says, "Yay! I finally got to see your face. I missed you too, Justin. How you doing, brother?" Andre says, "Currently, I have to have 2 son of a mother. Football got me too. It is a brutal sport. It is a brutal sport. I'm missing. I have a three tooth bridge up here. I'm still missing this tooth. I've had my teeth in my jaw. I've told you guys my jaw clicks. I've had more concussions than I can die. Oh my God, it's Andy Poole. Andy, what are you doing? How you doing, brother? You're over on the other side of the pond. Hey, how you doing? I know you said you had to stop doing art, and that bummed me the hell out. Are you still, or did you come back? What's going on? I need the deets. Dennis Nichols says Baltimore this year. That is another show that I've been to once, and I would love to go back to, but I can't seem to get anybody to answer me. I'm telling you guys, it was from all the people that I've talked to that run cons. When the lockdown ended, apparently these con organizers have just been bum rushed, inundated with folks wanting to do shows and wanting to go to cons, and they're just having a hard time getting a hold of people. So I'm being patient, but yeah, I haven't heard back from them. Wait, I missed what you said about my comment lull. Okay. StreamYards is the program that I use to simultaneously cast my stream to Facebook and YouTube. Facebook decided that since you can monetize your StreamYards and that they weren't getting a cut, from what I understand, they cut ties with StreamYards. So now StreamYards will not connect to any Facebook except I think maybe one kind, but I don't know. But basically, I can't stream to Facebook through StreamYards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use StreamYards to stream to YouTube and Instagram. And then I'm going to set up a second camera, and I'm just going to stream to Facebook from my second camera. But I didn't know all this, so I didn't have it set up. I will have it set up for next time. CJ James, hi Jeff and everyone. What's going on, CJ James? How you doing, brother? No, the commission one. Oh, yeah, no, I'm hammering out commissions. Chris Mitchell was just complaining about his commissions a week ago or so, and I've got one done. I got another one coming up here. So yeah, I'm hammering out commissions, brother. Andy Poole says, haha, hello, mate. Yeah, I'm good. Not back in the game. The coach didn't want me. Just getting on with life right now. Hope you're well, Jeff. I'm doing great, brother. Yeah, I understand. I really do. You're not the only one who's had to dip out of this game. It's tough. I get it. I really do. I miss you colors. Glad you're here. Maybe one day we can do something again. I hope so. I really do. Joshua Sanders says, hey brother, did you get my books out to Dan yet, or can I get an update pretty please? Yeah, I think I got those out to Dan a while ago. Hit up Dan. He'll know where they're at. I'm pretty sure I sent them out like a while ago. He says, "Lol, never mind, Jeff." Oh, what did I not say? Did I not get you? What was your question, Sonny? Hit me up. I may have missed it altogether. I may have missed it altogether. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Sonny, if you would be so kind. If you would be so kind as to reach to retype it in there. Joshua Sanders says, Roger. Yeah. Just yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure I sent them out like a while ago. Okay, so I've been yammering for 45 minutes. I know. I had a lot to get caught up on with you guys. So I'm just going to start working on this piece, and then we're gonna then I'll yeah, hopefully hopefully you guys dig what you're seeing, and we'll knock this. We'll knock out a little bit more. Like I said, I'm. Oh, I have another one, Dan. If you ever see this, I don't think he'll mind. He wanted me to do a headshot of Optimus Prime. Boom. I found a lot of I guess I don't know, like anger with myself that I didn't nail Mitchell's thing, that I wanted to get it right. And so I was just like, you know what? I was working on that, and I was like, I'm gonna just I don't care. I don't care how long it takes. So it's a little much. It's supposed to be Gen 1, but it's a lot. And I hope Dan likes it. He says, I assume my commission is gonna take forever then. No, it won't take forever. I'm getting them done. I'm hammering them out. I guess I don't understand what are you saying. You're going to be waiting a while? Because I'm working on commissions. He's been waiting a long time. Oh, are you saying because you're doing a mashup as well that it's going to be difficult? Yeah, Sonny. Yeah, it's going to be difficult, but I like it. It's part of the reason why every time you brought it up, I was just like, oh man, this has got to happen. I got to do this. Mitchell says, nice. Andy says, cheers, brother. You can send anything my way anytime. I'll always make time for you. That is awesome. I love hearing that. Okay. Then I might send you, how do you like coloring Cybertronians, Transformers? Like if I wanted if I had a print made up of say Jazz from the Transformers, and I have not had it colored yet, would you at all be interested in coloring that? And then I'll make it into some prints, and I'll take them around and sell them, and you'll get a cut of the sales. Are you okay with that? Let me know. Daniel Part 2 says, is this a dream? Oh no, it's real. Did you see the Optimus Prime, Dan? Did you see it? I did it. All right. Let me know, Dan. I'm going to be working on this a little bit more. Like I said, I'm not going to be doing these for hours and hours and hours. Cause yeah, I feel like you guys have been saying it enough that it's like, yeah, we gotta, I heard you guys loud and clear. I really did. You guys wanted me to get on here and do this, and I'm happy to do it. These will probably be I'll probably be doing these more like this in the middle of the day, just because when JJ gets home, I'm done. It's not even a question anymore. He literally peels me out of my chair. He'll put one hand on the back of my chair, the back, like the back part, right? The vertical part. He'll put one hand against that, and then he'll fit another hand in there between it, and he'll grab me by my back, and he will literally start pulling me out of my chair and grab me by my hand. So he said, no. Oh, you call my bluff. I have no time for you. Oh, all right, Andy. Fine, be like that. Dan said, no. Okay. There you go, Dan. You get the overly rendered Gen 1 version of Optimus Prime because I was frustrated that I didn't nail what I wanted to get done, like perfectly accurate to what I had in my head with Chris Mitchell's Ahsoka piece. and I needed to draw something very dark and beat up and gnarled. So there you go, Dan. You get a super battle damage, gnarly Optimus Prime. Andy says, mate, I've never colored a Transformer, but I'd kill it. Oh, I know you'd kill it. I just didn't know if you would be interested. Okay, I will have to send you the file. It was a lot of fun. I did like one of those old school car magazine style compositions where you had like the like down here, right, is like the full car mode, right? And then there's the robot half sort of up here, and then there's the Autobot symbol in the back. So that is an odd looking Darth Vader. No, Dan. I don't think Dan remembers what it was. He said it says right here. I wrote it down on the back of the book, the board. It says, oh, Dan, Optimus Prime. You commissioned me to do this, Dan. I think it was Austin. Yeah. Yeah. CJ James says, keep that frustration going. Maybe leave Mitchell's undone and in sight at all times. No, it's done. And that's the thing is like it's difficult for me to explain why I'm frustrated with it other than to say I had an image in my head and I got so close to that image that the differences in the image in my head versus what's on the paper is all I can see. Like it's Peyton Manning once said, you could throw a perfect game, right? You could throw you could have like 121.8 QBR rating on a game. 4 touchdown passes, 1 fumble, all that stuff. Like you could do great, and nobody's going to remember that you set the record for the best quarterback rating in a game. They're just going to remember that 1 fumble, right? And I'm that mindset for myself. I'm not that way with other people, but I am with myself. So it's like the fumble, the thing that didn't like, and it wasn't even execution. It was just like, okay, I'm going to try this thing, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that, and then I'm just sitting there like, I pictured it differently in my head, right? I don't know if that's sort of making it clear or not, but or maybe I'm just being a bit neurotic and it looks fine and Mitchell likes it. I don't know. I just know it is the first time, at least in my head, I have had to blend such a wide variety of styles. Like with Sonny's got animation as one of the parts that he wants me to mash up, but the other art is comics. Well, comics are also very simplified not the way I do them, but most of the time comics are very simplified, right? So it's a little bit more of a there's common ground. There's a little bit more common ground with comics because you're drawing it by hand. There's some stylization and all that. But with a film, Ron Perlman's Hellboy, that's Ron Perlman. You are never going to get away from that. You could have David Harbour show up and play Hellboy, but they're not going to be the same because that realism that is built into the structure of one person's face, it makes it very unique compared to another. They could play the same character, but it's just not going to be the same. And then you throw into it that Rosario Dawson is a beautiful, iconic, well-known person. And she plays the character so differently, right? Like Rosario's always got that kind of like backward lean, right? She always got her eyes just a little squint, just a little suspicious. Maybe that one eyebrow raise. She's always kind of like that, And so she plays the character differently, and I love the way she plays the character. It's just, yeah, man, it's tough. It was tough. Oh, wow. Andy Poole laughed. Nice. Michael Palmer says, speaking of commissions, have you been thinking about that snarf any? So I have been thinking usually what happens is I will think about the piece immediately whenever you guys come to shows and commission me. I get this mental image in my head. And Sometimes I'll go home and I'll start to like rework them and find different ways to do different layouts. And sometimes I don't. I mean, sometimes I just kind of like, and the problem of it is that a lot of times I have found, especially not Witches Commissions, but with other projects, that when you iterate and iterate and iterate, you can come up with like 4, 5, 6, 10 different takes on a cover, right? I have maybe it's been unique to my career, but I have the vast majority of the time, anytime I've ever sent off a handful or more of commissions or layouts for a cover or a commission, I run through the process or whatever. Inevitably, well over 95% of the time, it's the very first layout, the very first idea that I came up with and put down on paper is the one that gets picked. Almost 9.5 out of 10 times. And so that's part of the problem with Mitchell's thing, because I have this idea in my head. And when enough times of it just saying, okay, the first idea, you should still do the process. You should still go through the iteration process, but it builds in you this certain like, okay, go for it. It's probably going to be what you're going to end up doing anyways. So go for it. And you want to keep that momentum. You want to keep that energy. You want to keep that go. Yeah. So I thought about it in my head, but I have not sketched it down. I have an idea. I have the idea in my head, Michael. Mitchell says, to be fair, your head is a bit damaged. You have no idea, brother. No idea. No, that was a very, very challenging piece. And I say thank you to him because genuinely, like so one of the things that I'm doing to prepare for conventions coming up is I was blessed. I got to do this and talk. I was blessed by one of my friends, more in like the local area. He is an online retailer as well. He sent me a bunch of he just gave me a bunch of blanks. He's like, yeah, they don't sell on my site, and I got a few of them. Do you want them? I was like, you got to let me pay you. He's like, no, I don't. So I was like, oh, all right. So he gave me these blanks. And if you guys recall, we did this amazing live stream with Clan McDonald at Planet. And I was woefully unprepared. I didn't know, right? Like I didn't know that all this was going on. And I didn't know that like the Clan McDonald folks wanted original art or they wanted, sketch art. I didn't know. Greg Kirkpatrick was over there, just the picture of preparedness, and he was killing it. He was doing great. And so I talked with, Clan McDonald afterwards. I felt bad. I was like, thank you for doing this. I hope you don't feel like you wasted your time with me. He was like, no. I was like, okay. He's like, but he said if we're going to be at any shows in the future together, and we can get it set up to do another live stream, now you kind of know what my folks like. And I was just like, at the time I hadn't gotten that stack of blanks from my retailer buddy, but I told him, look, I'm gonna start making blanks. Whatever I can think of, I'm just gonna make them. I'm gonna do them, and then we'll sell them. Whatever it is, you guys seem to like a lot, and so it sort of fell into place because then, shortly thereafter, my retailer buddy was like, hey, do you want these books? I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I'll use these to get sort of stuff ready and made ahead of the show, for the next time I'm around Clan McDonald. They can get a stream set up. So long story short, man, some of the things that we joke a lot, Mitchell and I, and I'm gonna do this. We joke a lot, Mitchell and I, but this is not a joke. His commission challenged me, and so I took things from it that, for the first time in a very long time, maybe ever, because one of the things that I've always struggled with was critiquing my own art. I'm so nose to the grindstone. I'm in the woods with it. I don't, and then when I'm done with it, I don't sit there and think about my art as some cherished icon to be hung up in a gallery and to be viewed. And no, I do stuff for people. I hope they like it. I want to get it to them. I hope I give it everything I've got to blow their socks off, and then hopefully they like it and come back. I don't really think of art in that way, so it's difficult for me to critique my own art because I just don't look at it. I very rarely look at my own art afterwards. And so Mitchell with this and so because I don't look at my art and I don't critique my art as maybe often as I should, I say, okay, well, here's the next thing I want to work on. Here's the next thing I want to work on. Here's the next thing I have these things that I always want to work on. And usually it's because I'm inspired by other artists that I say, oh, I'd like to do that. I'd like to do that, but do it in my own way and do it really awesome. So I've talked to you guys about how whenever I get these commissions from editors and whatnot, that it's that I love portfolio reviews because they give me the things that I suck at. They tell me the things I suck at, and I write it down. I go home, and that's my study Bible, right? Well, maybe for the first time ever, because again, I don't think about things this way. I had to really stop and look and be like, what is so off about it? It's not off, but what is off about it in my head versus what happened here? And then, and again, you're not gonna be able to fit Mitchell's head through the doors of a freaking loading dock after I'm done here. But Mitchell forced me into an artistically uncomfortable place. I got 95% perfect of what I had in my head, and then because the rest was just not what I had in my head, I couldn't stop looking at it. And then I started to say, okay, now moving forward, these are the things that I'm going to do a truckload of. I'm going to do a ton of these things. Maybe it's hands, maybe it's eyes, whatever. I'm going to do just a truckload of these, and I'm going to get good because the next time he or somebody else says, take a very, not even a realistic comic book, but a person, a real person, and mash it up with the other end of the spectrum with an animation, I'm going to be better at it. I'm going to practice it, right? And so, yeah, if I sound more fired up and driven than usual, it's because I cannot tell you how much I don't get portfolio reviews, but I love them. I love finding out where I suck at something. I usually rely on somebody else. Mitchell provided me with the first opportunity that I can think of, and I might be wrong, but I think it's the first time I've seen it myself. Right. So it's just like, okay, now I got a buttload of these sketch covers. I'm going to work on those things. I'm going to work on whatever else comes up too. Things that I just want to work on. I'm going to work on those things, and then we're going to sell them at Clan McDonald because I'm going to do them. It's not like I'm going to be like, okay, well, I'm just going to draw 50 eyes. There's nothing wrong with drawing 50 eyes. But me, I'd rather draw 50 headshots with eyes in situation, eyes like a Cyclops, or eyes like Wolverine, or eyes like whatever, right? Like, and then not only have I got the time in, if eyes are your thing, I got the time in saying, nah, next time I got to mash up Rosario Dawson's eyes. I'm going to draw Rosario Dawson's eyes. And then I'm going to mash it up with the animation version of Ahsoka. Like, right? You see what I'm saying? But then I'm going to have them in situation. And what better way to do it than drawing comic book characters if you're a comic book artist? So, yeah, he fired me up, man. Mitchell says, speaking of blanks, do you want some blank sketch cards? I bought some in bulk a while back. Let me know, and I'll drop a few packs in the mail. He is like, I am a commission god. I love blank sketch cards. I've done some for the Turtles. I've done some for like G.I. Joe. I love sketch cards. If you want to send them to me, Mitchell, I would be grateful beyond words. That would be amazing. So amazing. Okay, sorry. I know we're supposed to be drawing, and I'm only going to be on here for another 45 minutes or so. But yeah, fired me up, man. It's, I don't know. I've done a lot of sports in my day. I've done a lot of fighting and martial arts and whatnot, and just a lot of different situations where Um, when somebody catches you slipping, you can get mad about it, or you can take it back to, take it back home and let it sit with you, and that be like what you work on. And me, I've always been the type to be like, okay, I'm just gonna go home, and that thing that I did wrong or wasn't prepared for, they caught me lacking. I'm not gonna let that happen anymore. I'm gonna get this. And because I'm always gone in my career, I've always gone just to the next, to the next, to the next, go, 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 keep it going, keep it going. I've never kind of like stopped and saw it myself. And then Mitchell was just like, hey, I'm gonna challenge you with something that's gonna make it to where you will see this for the first time in yourself. And then now I'm just like, oh my gosh, now I'm pissed. It's a weird feeling. I know it sounds like I'm upset, but I'm not. I'm very grateful. I'm very grateful to Mitchell for this, because it really kind of said, okay, hey, these things that I don't practice, because I've never done this before. Um now that's all I'm gonna freaking do. I'm gonna take real characters, like real people, and I'm gonna mash them up with their crazy, animated versions of themselves. I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be something that I'm gonna practice, and then when I get good at it, then I'll be ready. I'll be ready for the next time. I'm fired up. Mitchell, Logan Peterson, Jeff, how did Planet turn out for you? Logan, give me 1 second, brother. Mitchell says, I thought it was just a cool idea. Didn't think it would do this to you, but I'm kind of glad it did. Honestly, I'm very glad it did too. Like, you got to be challenged as an artist, as a person. You got to be challenged. You got to be challenged. You don't get better unless you challenge yourself. So, yeah, I'm very, very, I'm very, very glad that you did it. Yeah, and I know that it might sound like I'm just BS, and no, I'm very grateful, Mitchell. Very, very grateful. Um, Logan, how did Planet turn out for me? Well, I made no bones about it. Last year, Planet Comic Con was the best convention of my entire career. It was the best convention of any Planet I've ever had. Last year was the best. And this year, if it could have gotten like side by side just as good, like I don't know how it could have gotten any closer than it did. It was every bit the absolute barnstorming tour of a show. I mean, we had a line around the table. I could not keep up, genuinely. There was some things that were going on that weren't great. My mom got real sick, like real sick. She's the first time she's ever had to not be at a con table with me. She missed, I think, half of Friday and all of Saturday. So she was real sick, and that sucks. She felt terrible, but it's all good. It's all good. We got it. We got through it. And then I got what she had. I got horribly sick. Um, and I had some amazing people. Shout out, to Alex and Clarissa. Alex was like, you look like crap, and I was like, I love you, buddy. But Clarissa was like, okay, you need some medicine. And I don't like taking medicine, but it wasn't like a throbbing thing. It was like if you take the peak of each throb, that peak of pain, like when your head's throbbing in a migraine, the peak, it goes up and it goes down. You take that peak and you just hold it there for hours. Like I was seeing like double. Like I was in a lot of pain. And she was like, I got some medicine that'll help kind of, take some of the pressure off. And I was just like, at this point, I hate taking medicine, but like I'm here. I gotta keep going. I gotta get this day going. I can't afford to be sick right now. And so she was amazing. She was so sweet, so helpful, and it took the edge off. But it was I was sick. Man, I was real sick. But the show was amazing. The show was amazing. Uh, Marcus says, Chiefs, you bet your sweet butt, Chiefs. Man, I got to say right now, right up front, big old thank you to the Buffalo Bills. That was quite the gift that we were given on draft day. Uh, and I think that Buffalo may have made an enemy of the entire league. I'm just saying. If you guys don't know, a very, 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 very good wide receiver from the University of Texas was available at a time where I didn't think he'd be available, and we traded with the Buffalo Bills to move up a handful of spots to their position, and we got Xavier Worthy. And if you're wondering if that means that our wide receiving room is going to be even more stacked, then the answer is yep, it will. And we've got one wide receiver right now who's gotten himself in some serious legal trouble, it sounds like, for being stupid. If the story is true that he was out just drag racing, that's just stupid. That's just stupid. I'm not. Nobody's come out with an official that I've heard story yet, so it could be wrong. But that was the claim. That was the alleged claim. And if it is the case, that's how you ruin your career overnight, and that is stupid. So if that turns out, then it's even more of a big win for us to have landed Mr. Worthy, because we may find ourselves without Rashee Rice, and that would suck because all year I was saying it all year last year, best receiver on the team was Rashee Rice easily. So for a lot of reasons, obviously for the families that were hurt, I hope that it didn't turn out to be as bad as the initial reports were kind of alluding. But also selfishly, I hope that young man didn't just ruin his chances at an amazing career in an amazing team. We'll see. But Xavier Worthy, buckle up, Buttercup. Things are about to get going real fast. I'm so excited. Hold on. Andy Poole says, well, if we're talking about it, I've seen loads of stuff you've been doing wrong for you. You haven't seen it up front and personal. You're the next person to see it, literally. I'll send you a confidence-shattering list with references and everything. I will love to have it. It will be what I use moving forward. Andy, if you aren't doing something in comedy after your art career, I swear that's an opportunity missed. Oh, my God. Marcus says, Planet was a blast. Got some great stuff from Jeff. Dude, I was so happy to hear that you liked it. So Marcus wanted me to do a Spawn, and this dude come up and presented this commission like an absolute G. He was just like, I got X amount of dollars. Just do whatever you get. You whatever, like, do the best thing you can do with it. And I was just like, well, of course I'm going to do like what I think is way more than that because I love you, Marcus. But you could, you just tell me what you want, bro. And so he's like, I want Spawn, something Spawn related. And I was like, well, then, yeah, it was kind of up to me and do whatever. Okay, I'm going to give you more than your money's worth. And I did like this almost like negative space drawing of Spawn where just the gauntlet on one arm to his hand, and then just the interior, he has those white V shapes that he has the skulls up here, and then it meets at the skull of his belt line. So it's just inside the V shape. So just the center of his chest and abs to his head and his cape, and then the other hand, and he's crackling with necroplasmic energy and everything. And of course, the necroplasm is going to be green. Like I was just like, okay, all right, we're doing this. Let's just do this. This is gonna be amazing. So yeah, dude. I cannot tell you how much I love seeing you guys and being able to do this stuff with you guys. CJ James says, bad time to ask mine to be updated to be a Hugh Jackman blend with Kelly Hugh. Hey, if that's what you want, bro, we can. It's going to kick me in the teeth, and I'm ready for it. Extraordinary says, us WonderCon folks, screw you guys. I'm getting him. I kid. No. Honestly, I am doing everything I can to get back out there. I miss you guys more than you guys could possibly understand. It's just, you know, I saw something happen like this when it comes to the Kamikaze show. Things were just, and I understand. I'm not being critical of now it's called LA Comic Con. I understand they've got to up their prices, they got to make their money and all that, but it just I would have, here's a good example. When I first started, there's just two things, right? There's just two things about WonderCon that used to not be this way, that slowly they started doing, right? So like when I first went to Comic Con or WonderCon, you would buy your badges and you get two badges, two chairs, and a 8-foot table. Then it became 6-foot table. Then it became you get one badge and one chair. Okay, well, how much does another badge cost? It costs maybe $75. Okay. What about the chair? Oh, well, you have to rent the chair. Okay, so you find out how much it costs per day, and you're like, for each day, I have to rent a chair. Okay, and then it would get to the point to where like you're paying $150 for the second badge, and then chairs are $75 a day, and you're just like, so for my mom just to sit her butt next to me at the 6-foot table, not 6-foot table, I have to pay $225 for her badge and her chair. What? And that's just, it's their call. They can do that. It just makes it difficult. It makes it difficult because then I have to earn more money at the show to cover that. This is a business. I have to make the money. And so it's just, it was getting a little bit out of hand. And then I was like, well, I can still make it. I can do this. We can do this. And then it was just like, you start losing hundreds and hundreds of dollars to go out there. And you're just like, not only did I not break even, I lost a truckload of money. Then it's just like, yeah, I'd be fine if I just broke even. Like I could just say, okay, well, this is just not the most profitable show, but I don't care because I love my Cali peeps. I miss my guys and everything. But it wasn't that it wasn't the most profitable show. It wasn't that. It was that I was paying them to go, And so then I was like, yeah, this is until things calm down, I gotta find another show, maybe another show that's out there, maybe. I don't know, because it was just, yeah. But no, I'm not saying screw you guys. I love you guys. I'm still trying to find another way to get out there to see you guys. CJ James says, just kidding. Were you though? Were you? Logan Paul. You hear that guy's name one time because he's fighting Mike Tyson, and now every Logan is a Logan. And I don't know what this Paul guy has going for him. I think he's just looking to get mauled. I saw this yesterday. Mike Tyson's going to fight this guy. I have no idea who he is. I started looking up like what this fight is going to be like. Apparently, this guy is a YouTuber, and I'm like, so a YouTuber. Is he like a boxing YouTuber? No. Is he a fitness YouTuber? No. What does he do? He's like an entertainment guy. I was like, okay. So he wants to get into a boxing match, a licensed boxing match with not a guy who's just shares the same name, but he's not the, Iron Mike Tyson. No. Iron Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson. You want to talk about a poor decision? Anyways, sorry, not Logan Paul, Logan Peterson. I'm the mustache dude with the young daughter TMNT fan. I'm the mustached dude with the. Oh yeah, no, I remember who you are, my good sir. I remember. But thank you. You clearly you know that I have a memory problem. I appreciate that. Circumstances says Daniel Partouche, Heroes Con this year. Oh, is Dan still here? I'd love to know if he's going to Heroes. Logan said, glad Planet went well for you. I know your mom was sick, and that's a bummer. Those Raphael exclusive covers were sick. Well, thank you. I have news about some cover art that you guys might find interesting. I'll get back to that. Yeah, no, she was real sick, brother. She was real sick, and I was too. Circumstances says, I love this thing we have going with the Bills. I know, right? I don't understand. They really seem to want to beat us, and then they're like, hey, here's probably the best wide receiver in your wide receiver room. Enjoy. Okay. Well, yeah, I'll take it. Who wouldn't? Circumstances. Hopefully, we keep Rasheed's. Yeah, I don't know. I've seen some stuff when it comes to athletes pull some stupid boneheaded moves before. So Andy Poole says comedy. I don't even have the balls to test the mic. You would kill it. Oh, absolutely. Extraordinary says, do Ontario Revolution in Ontario, California. To be honest, it's way better than LACC. Send me a link. I will reach out to them and see if they'll have me out. I didn't even know there was another show like that. I don't even know where Ontario, California is. Oh, you guys know I'm coming to San Jose, right? Right? If you don't, I'm going to GalaxyCon San Jose. I would love to see everybody out there. Holy crap, that would be awesome. I'm going to GalaxyCon Oklahoma City here at the end of the month. I feel like there's another one in there that I'm missing. Raleigh. I'm going to GalaxyCon Raleigh. I know I'm going to Columbus in December. Going to San Jose. I think that's in August. That one might be the September show that I was thinking about. I can't remember. But yeah, send me a link. I'll see if I can't get out there. He goes, way too far. What? Yeah. Who's saying ski, you guys? Huh? Who's actually saying it, Robert? Who? So Tridington says, I saw the video of Rice crashing his car. He was doing like 100 miles an hour and just crashed into those cars. Yep. Really stupid. Really dumb. Just. Mm-hmm. Yep. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. Yep. So news about covers. Well, apparently there is works in progress towards art for some of the covers that we have been doing here recently to be used in a product campaign for a major distributor. And they wanted to use some comic book art for it. Now, this could be anything from lunch boxes, T-shirts, socks, pins. Yeah, I mean, if a major distributor is going to do something, they'll probably like if they're like, okay, well, we're going to do here. Let's take it a good example, right? If they're going to be like, we're going to do an animation of Invincible. Right? Amazon's like, we're going to do an animation for Invincible, and then season 1 comes out, and then season 2 comes out, and they need stuff to help launch the show. Well, they can't give away the show, right? So what they can do is they can say, oh, well, we'll have like special editions of the comic put out. Oh, that's cool. But then they'll also be like, well, we could do like T-shirts, and we could do like sheets on bids, and we can do this stuff. We can do this stuff, and we'll launch it all at the same time when the hype is going. Like everybody's super, super excited, right? Well, the Invincible folks, the artists, can only do so much. Can only mix art so fast. So sometimes what they'll do is they'll hire out, especially if it's not like Invincible where there's only been 2 artists. If it's been like Marvel, Spider-Man, and there's been several artists, they'll reach out to those artists and they'll have them do something that's going to be used for box art or hat design or something like that. Whatever the thing that they're going to use that's like an accessory item to help hype up the release of this season or whatever. That's the sort of thing that they'll do with some of this art. And I have been connected with two product campaigns and they're going to use some of the art from the covers that I've done here recently. I can't tell you any more than that. I will tell you that as soon as I know what the product is, if it's a t-shirt or if it's a hat or a watch band or whatever, that my art is going to be on, I will tell you guys. I will let you guys know. I'm very excited about it. It's very cool. It's very, very cool. Mitchell says, somebody tell Edwards they made an Invincible show. Yeah, I know. That's why I brought it up, Mitchell. See, you can't get the guy's head through a freaking loading dock now. Also, someone tell Edwards what Invincible is. I swear to God, Mitchell. I swear to God, I got every single hardcover Ultimate Edition of Invincible right back here. Don't make me. Don't you. Also, I have still not opened up that first omnibus I've ever gotten. Is a Marvel omnibus of Spider-Man 2099. Would you guys be interested in seeing like a review of me reading it and then giving you a review of what I think of the book? I've never read an omnibus. I'm actually kind of cool. I think it's actually kind of cool. I got a second one coming of X-Men 2099. I'm very excited about these. If you guys want to see them, let me know. Oh no, HBO hired Jeff for merchandising on a re-airing of Game of Thrones season 8. Did he see how bad that went the first time? It's not HBO. And I've never watched any of the Game of Thrones, so I would not be the guy, Andy. But that is awesome. I'm telling you, you got a career on the mic, bro. Even through typing, it's charismatic. Love it. Love it. All right, so now I'm going to use my dwindling supply of Copic multiliners. Michael Bowles, hello everyone. What's going on, brother? How are you? Oh man, I am so glad. I wasn't expecting anybody to show up, but I'm so glad that some of you guys did. Is this a good time and date? I mean, we had like 15 people in here earlier. Is this a good time and date for you guys? If I could maybe remember to do like midday Thursdays, is this, or are you guys kind of flexible? I love doing beards. It is so relaxing and so much fun. I actually studied how to draw beards from sculpture artists. I don't do the super tight curls a lot that you see in those sculptures of like Zeus or Poseidon or any of the classic Greek style mythology pieces, but I incorporate some of them. A lot of the blocking out of major sort of chunks. I mean, those guys were masters. So, but yeah, this is after I'm done. After I've finally shut up and stopped talking. This is sort of what I'm thinking about doing moving forward for a while with these streams. Just kind of chilling and drawing and getting caught up with you guys because I miss you guys. Some of you, that Mitchell guy, he just shows up and he's like, hey, here's this super hard thing that's going to make you want to put your hand through a door. And then he just, pieces out. That's the kind of guy Mitchell is. Screw you guys. I'm getting him. Game night says extraordinary. We might be able to pull something like that. It's like I said, I don't have a set time for when I'm going to be able to do these. Um, and the biggest thing that I know moving forward is going to be a determining factor is how much work I have to get done, because sometimes this stuff, you guys, I've told you guys this before, it comes at a time that isn't exactly convenient, and when it rains it pours, right? So if things are going kind of in a good place, and I've got a good schedule going, and nothing's no curveballs are being thrown my way, I might be able to do it. I do miss having the old Jackbox. That was a lot of fun. Absolutely. So I don't know. I like I said, I really am. We are there's going to be some some shifting of how we do things and how often we do things and all that. So it really is like um, a restart kind of deal where I'm thinking about things like that in that manner, you know. Because my priority right now is get ready for the rest of the con year, like with Prince, like with Andy and everything, like I was saying to him. Um, and really hammering out commissions. I have so many commissions. I'm so grateful to you guys. But I want to make sure that you guys aren't waiting forever and a day. Um, yeah, I mean, I have some commissions that have been kind of just sitting in my brain stew, and that's sort of the worst place for them to be unless I can get them done and get it out of my head, and then I can feel like, okay, now I can move on to the next thing. Um, if it just sits and it just sits, it kills me. Oh, it kills me. My brain just doesn't work like that. Just having it sitting there, because I feel like a dog running around and chasing its tail in circles. You know, I feel like, okay, get the thing done, get it done, get it drawn, get it done. So, yeah, I got plans. I'm getting these done, brother. Mm. I like that question you asked me, Robert. That's still sitting there in my head. That was a great question about the pins. You know, the craziest part about this particular commission is I've never seen Fear and Loathing, so I like had to look up like what kind of car they were driving and all that stuff. So this was a fun one. Andre says, "I'm down. You're down for game night. What are you down for, Andre?" Andy Poole says, "It was early for me. I was surprised to see you online." Well, thank you, brother. I appreciate you coming through, even though I kind of surprised you. But that's good to know. Mitchell says, "Nope, just got lucky and caught me on a slow day at work. So no, this won't work for you." Okay. I like later after 4 when I'm not at work, especially if I get moved because they'll fire you if they catch you with a phone at the other place I'm trying to avoid. Jesus, that's a bit extreme. Okay. Without me, you'd just be drawing the same old lame, boring crap like Gen 13 characters or even worse. You know what, Mitchell? I'm going to go ahead and just show you the door. Show you the door. You need to watch that ish ASAP. It's time for your show. Okay, so uh, Andre likes this time of the show. Todd would like it after 4, which we're like 15 minutes away from. And then Mitchell hasn't really told me. Okay, fair enough. He said he just caught me at a slow day at work. Okay, well, when would be a good time then, Mitchell? I'm always curious about this stuff, you know? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do a little bit larger. We're gonna do 1. There we go. Another reason why I thought it was a good time to do this today was um, we actually had some pretty poor weather today, and I was like, you know what? Let's just test it. Let's just see if I can even get a stream going in this crap. Very glad to see that it worked. So you guys might actually hear the thunder and everything going on out there. I want to see it, Mitchell. I want to see it. That's for sure. Mhm. Mitch, sorry, Andy says early as in not 11 p.m. It was 9ish p.m. Good time for me, but your audience is not UK based. That's true. That's true. So I'll expect the UK special, even if it's just me. All right, all right. I'll see you there, Andy. Okay, I got you. He's Mitchell says I'm off Sunday, Tuesdays. So if you stream either of these days, I'll probably be there. Any other day, I work till 7 Central. Okay, all right. Cool beans. Cool beans. Cool beans. Cool beans. So Sunday or Tuesday. I probably, if, of those two options, I'd probably go with Sun or Tuesday during the week situation. Yeah, yeah. I'm just glad it's not a situation like Todd was talking about where they'll fire him. That's a bit strong. I Goodness. I mean, just for having your phone. Goodness. Hope nobody needs to get a hold of you for any reason, Todd. Oh, your mom's sick. You're fired. Oh, okay. Wow. I was just taking a call. She's in the hospital. Well, you're fired. That damn. That's a bit much. Okay. Nice. All right. Look at that brow in. This Thor has seen some things, you guys. What did you guys think about Fat Thor? Thought he was a good evolution for the character, dealing with the grief, loss. Me, I couldn't get over how how just absolutely terrible the fat suit was. It was like any attempts at sort of trying to make um you know a connection and make us feel. It's really going to be difficult for Hemsworth to do it when he's yeah. It was difficult. It was difficult for me to get past how bad the fat suit. I mean, it's Hollywood. We can't get this right by now. These suits, really? All right. Oh, really? Mitchell says, pretty sure Fear and Loathing changed Johnny Depp as a person. He spent a lot of time with Hunter S. Thompson and absorbed a lot of his mannerisms. Really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that it was that, you know, that big of a sort of like change to him. I'm gonna, I was. It's not that I had a problem with Johnny. I never really grabbed on to the fandom. You know, like some people really like him for like Edward Scissorhands or, um, I mean, I knew the guy from Nightmare on Elm Street. That's about it. At the time, obviously. Now everybody knows him more for Captain Jack Sparrow. But yeah, no, I knew him as one of the guys from Nightmare on Elm Street, and so I never really was like, oh, I'm gonna that guy who got murdered, in his bed while listening to music. I mean, I want to watch more of him, you know. You really gotta get my attention and keep it, you know. And if you don't, that's okay. But I'm very meh, you know. So I didn't know. I didn't know kind of like how he was beforehand all that much. So if he picked up a lot from Hunter S. Thompson, then I don't know. Is that a good thing or is that a bad thing? I don't know much about Hunter S. Thompson either. So, like, was he a good influence on him or was he not? I don't know. Rain's starting to come down. That might be what promotes me shutting down the stream a little bit, in just a little bit. I know that we usually lose power when the rain comes down. Oh my gosh! Speaking of rain, do you guys know? I just set it up like last week. Spotify. I just started a Spotify. It's music, and I saw it. I saw on there they had. So I'm a fairly big fan of a couple of bands right now. One of which his name is Lorna Shore. If you don't know who they are, and you are at all interested in checking them out, I will warn you, they're very extreme, very, very extreme vocal techniques. But you should be ready for that. But me personally, I prefer their current singer to their last singer before him. His name was CJ. The current guy's name is Will. Anyways, if you're not interested in sort of the more extreme vocals that Will's doing on the studio tracks, you should still listen to, like, he has a YouTube channel, Will Ramos, and he does these covers, and he covers another band that I am an extremely big fan of called Sleep Token, and he sings beautifully. I bring this all up because one of my favorite songs from Sleep Token, he did a cover on, and I found it on oh my gosh, Spotify, and it's called Rain. And it just got me thinking about it because it's raining right now. So yeah, if you guys don't know Spotify, I like it a lot. So far, with my beat up ears and brain and everything, like, I can't hear as well as I used to, and I can't remember as well as I used to. But I was pointing it out last night to Kimberly. I was like, listen to it on YouTube, these super compressed files, and then listen to it on Spotify, and the sound quality. Now Kimberly is a musician, right? So her ears are way better than mine. And she's like, oh yeah, it's way better, like, sound quality. I was like, right? My stupid brain that's been smashed around in brain soup for all these years of playing football and all this loss of hearing and stuff, even I can tell that the sound quality over on Spotify is so much better, because I listen to YouTube music all the time, and I'm fitting to just if I want to listen to music, I'm fitting to just put on the Spotify, because the clarity is so good. But anyways, I saw Will Ramos had covered this song by Sleep Token that I like, called Rain, and now it's raining, and so it got me thinking of rain. And so that's the kind of content you're going to get here, ladies and gentlemen, and me drawing comics. Hold on one second. Man, this Team Justice cover sucks for coloring. What Team Justice? I didn't even know there was a cover. Is it slick? Is it slick, Andre? Yeah, some of them are terrible for coloring. Terrible. It's why sometimes you see me have to pivot and go with paint markers, because it's the only way that it'll stick. Extraordinary says, "Did you just fart?" Maybe. No, I didn't. Oh my gosh, Southern Comic Geek. What's up, folks? What's going on? How you doing, brother? Circumstances says, "What up, homie? Yeah, what's going on?" Mitchell says Ramos, Lorna Shore vocals are definitely an acquired taste. One of my friends is seeing Sleep Token later this month at Red. Oh my God! First off, I would love. There's so. I'll tell you a band that I would have. I probably would have punched a dolphin in the throat. I didn't know when they were coming to Red Rocks. I've been wanting to go to see anybody at Red Rock, but particularly one of the bands that I really wanted to see at Red Rock. They went, and I didn't know about it until afterwards. And then I saw like a music video that they put up, and I was just like, when did Opeth go to Red Rock? Now, this was a while ago. This was back during, you know, the Ghost Reveries tour and all that stuff. That's Opeth has gone to a little bit more. I don't even know. It's very difficult to explain. I liked their heavier stuff. I really did. I thought it was amazing. But yeah, at the time I was like, I would love to see them play there. And then it turns out they went, and I missed it. So the fact that Sleep Token's going there, that's wild. I'm going to let you guys on a little hint. I'm gonna go see Sleep Token. Yeah, I have not been to a concert in a very, 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 very long time, but an opportunity had come up, and Kimberly was like, "Bro." So, like the last time we were wanting to go to a concert was way, 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 way back when Mumford and Sons, their CD had just come out. Little Lion Man, Blank White Page, and Kimberly and I were like, "Oh wow, this is really impressive. This is good stuff. Let's just see if they're coming over to the States. If they are, how much it'll cost, And I don't even think Mumford and Sons is around anymore. I think I think somebody died in the band. I can't remember. But yeah, we looked it up, and this was years and years and years ago, and it was like $400, and I was just like, "Excuse the f out of me, what?" Because I'm not, I didn't go to a lot of concerts. I wouldn't run around here with Powerball money, But the concerts that I have gone to, you pay 25, 35, maybe $75 to go to like a music fest, and you get to see a bunch of bands and have a good time. And, that's my jam. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And I'm just like, y'all are crazy. But the show sold out. So who's really crazy? I don't know. But yeah, it was too rich for our blood. And then life just kind of got crazy busy and stayed that way for many, 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 many years. But yeah, we are planning on going to see Sleep Token, and I am beyond jazzed. I dig the band. Yeah, very, very excited to see them. Yes, sir. It's going to be good. Yeah. I'd love to see Will and Lorna Shore. That'd be amazing. Andy Poole says, "Jeff, I'll be gone by the time you read this. It's bedtime for me. Great seeing you rock the ink again. All the best to you and your family. Catch up with you soon." And then he says, "Later, folks." Love you, Andy. Thank you so much, brother. Yeah, I'm going to be on here for about 5 more minutes. Speaking of which, I'm going to get started with my sort of wind down, warm down, whatever you want to call it now. That way I shut her down when I intend to. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is as far as I've gotten, other than getting you guys updated. This is Fat Thor Oh, come on now. Oh, don't do it now. Tony Stank. And yeah, we're making progress on it. We're making progress on it. All right, you guys. I love you guys. I will see you guys soon. And yeah, thank you guys for coming and hanging out. Really, I mean, it's been a blast to be able to actually be able to get on here again. I'm gonna make me bigger. I'm gonna make me bigger. Actually, be able to get on here again. See you guys. You know what? That's not, but there we go. I'm gonna wind this down. Anyway, besides, I don't want that camera to start picking up stuff. Did you see how it started to freeze on me again? We're gonna remove you. There we go. Boom. Yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. It's been a blast to be able to get back on here and get started doing this stuff again. I don't have a schedule for when I'm going to do this again. Tuesdays works fine with me, especially since if it works for some of you guys, majority of you guys, that's great. But I'll be on here pretty much just whenever I feel like getting on here. If I'm working on if you guys don't see me for a while, the chances are probably pretty good that the reason is because I'm working on something that I can't show, like a cover or something like that. But I've got enough commissions right now that even if something comes up and I got to spend a week, maybe working on something, I might be able to squeeze in an hour or two where I can work on a commission and do something for you guys, or maybe one of those pieces that I plan on selling with the Clan McDonald at Columbus. Maybe I just bust out one of those and do that for a little bit while we talk and get caught up. But yeah, I don't have a set plan. Life right now is a little hectic in terms of schedules. So I can tell you that it will most likely it won't be happening after 5 Central Time. That is when the boy gets home, and then we're shutting her down. I usually go do something after he's asleep. Spend a few hours with him, and then get him down to sleep, and then I'll usually do something after that. But that's really late, and yeah, I usually just do stuff to kind of just get it off my mind so that I can go to sleep if something's weighing on my mind, like, oh, I didn't get this much done or that didn't. Like I'll probably work on this a little bit tonight, but I don't think I'll be doing live streams at that time just because it's late. It's late, and I'm doing it as like a way to wind myself down. I don't know. Might still do. I might turn on the camera. I don't know, really. So just stay tuned to the fan page. I'm going to try to get the second camera going so I can live stream to the fan page. Get that all set up. And yeah, get this set up to go to YouTube and now Instagram. That ought to be fun to get some Instagram, live feeds. Are they called lives? Instagram lives? Get the lives going. That'll be fun. Yeah. All right, you guys. Thank you for being here. I am so glad to see you guys. I love you guys. I'm trying to get out to more shows. While I'm working on this stuff right now, unless something that is a little bit more of a higher priority comes along, I will be continuing to develop my personal projects. One of which is a children's book. As a dad of a little one, when I see him pull a stack of 5, 6, 10 books and want to read them all, yeah, I really want to make a book for him. I think it'd be awesome for him to read a book his dad made. And I found very interesting. He loves a book series called The Grumpy Monkey. And the first several that we got were the large hardcover formats. And then we found that they had board books that were much simpler, but it was the same kind of fun style. Um, and then Kimberly's mom and dad sent us something for him, I think for Easter, and it was 2 books that were hardcover, but they weren't the full size ones; they were smaller. Instead of landscape, they were portrait, and they had panels in them, like a very simple um, graphic novel. And I was sitting there going, so these crazy mofos are kind of combining the the two. They're kind of combining children's book and graphic novels. And he loves these books, by the way. He loves these books. So yeah. I think as a fun side project, that might be an interesting thing to take on. The current children's book, like I said, it's already been written and everything, so the structure is set. It's more of a traditional children's book. But if this does well and you guys like it and folks buy them, the next one could be more of a graphic novel style, a little bit longer, more story to chew on, or I might just do my own. I didn't write the children's book that I'm working on. I didn't write, so I might write my own. I don't know. And then of course there's still comic book. Um, yeah, I've got my first 3D printer. Watch out now. Watch out. I'm a dangerous man. I mean, I know just enough to be dangerous. It's scary. So yeah, we got a lot coming, you guys. We got a lot coming. A lot of stuff that we're putting together here. Um, yeah. But right now, my focus is it's what's it called that has panels? Except SoCal. Love you, brother. Give my best. Thank you so much, Andre. Later, Bohemian says Mitchell. Hey, don't forget to let me know what you think about that Ahsoka. Get out of here, Mitchell. Love you, bud. Andy says later. Love you, Andy. See you, brother. And then except SoCal. Oh, I love my SoCal. I told you I'm coming out to San Jose. It's too far for you to come see me. That's where we ended up here. Like I'm coming all the way from the middle of the map to California. I mean, the least you could do is drive up and meet me there. No, I'm kidding, Robert. I love you, buddy. What's it called that has panels? So children's books usually, as far as I know, like all the children's books I read, Where the Wild Things Are, all of these, all these books, they didn't have separate panels inside the page. It was all one big image, you know. And this story around this monkey, it's called Grumpy Monkey. It's it's a children's book, so it's got a very simple style, very simple wording. The main character, his name is Chimpanzee. He's a chimpanzee, and his thing is he's grumpy all the time. So the book is about him being grumpy and how he gets himself out of it. Each book, and so the pages will just have something like the jungle sun was was high in the sky. It made Jim hot and uncomfortable. Jim did not like to be hot and uncomfortable. Very simple writing, right? Very simple writing, very simple art. But it's always ever been just like a single image per page kind of situation. And then this Chimpanzee Grumpy Monkey book, two of them. We have two of them. They have panels. It's almost like a graphic novel comic book structure, but with the simple writing and the simple art. It was mind blowing. It was awesome. What's it called? The children's book with panels. What is the name? So it's Grumpy Monkey. Man, he just got them. Oh, he's got Party Time, Valentine's Day, Gross Out, Up Late. And then the three small ones are Grumpy Monkey Says No, Grumpy Monkey says, yuck, and are we there yet? And then he's got the two with the graphic novel books. And I can't remember their titles. Oh my gosh. Like I said, he just got them and he doesn't read them as much. We read the other ones every day, twice a day. It's a Grumpy Monkey book. It's a Grumpy Monkey. You know what? That's going to irritate me. I'll find it. I'll find it. Robert, I know I got to get out of here, but I'm going to find it. Where's my mouse? Why isn't this? Where isn't it? Okay, here we go. All right. I'm going to find it. Grumpy Monkey. Grumpy. Not Grumpy Cat. Grumpy Monkey. Okay. Grumpy Monkey, where are you? No. No. Okay. I'll do images. It'll show me the cover and I'll know which one it is. Who threw that? And freshly squeezed. Who threw that and freshly squeezed? So it's Grumpy Monkey who threw that and Grumpy Monkey freshly squeezed. Yes, sir. Ah, that was gonna annoy me till I remembered it. But yeah, it's fantastic. I mean, it helps the little ones understand that they can feel these things, but they got different ways to get out of it if they're being grumpy or whatever. It's there. I love children's books. I love reading children's books when I have been a babysitter or whenever I had family who had little ones. I'd always love to read. I think I just like to read. But I love children's books for what they do and what they provide. Do I buy a bunch of children's books just for me to have? No. But we have an amazing collection right now. Pig the Pug, Grumpy Monkey, Thelma the Unicorn, If Animals Kiss Like We Kiss Goodnight. Oh my gosh, so many Bluey children's books. Yeah, the kids got quite the collection. But he has like a rotating thing where he'll 5 to 10 books, and we read them when he gets home, and we read them right before he goes to bed. And yes, they are the exact same books, and yes, we always have to read them. And yes, sometimes mom reads them at night, and then dad reads the same books at night. Long story short, he loves them, and I would like to do something like that to where it's one of my books that he's reading. So yeah, we love Grumpy Monkey. They even have a little monkey. They made a chimpanzee plushie that you could buy, and of course he goes to sleep. He has a pound puppy, and he has a Jurassic Park plushie dinosaur, and he has a chimpanzee, and of course he's got every Bluey plushie we can find. Literally, we find it, we buy it, he gets it. So his bed's full of all of these friends that he goes to sleep with, and Jim's one of them. Chimpanzee, the Grumpy Monkey, man. Yeah. Okay, perfect. There you go. I need references for what I'm trying to do, so just checking things out. Are you doing a children's book, Robert? I'm gonna need information. We could talk about this in San Jose, but you don't want to come see me, so rough. All right. Hey, I ran a little late because I started a little late. My apologies for being late. I want to make sure that I got you guys at least a couple hours where I was able to get caught up. We might not always do a 2-hour stream. We might do one. We might not, somewhere in the middle. Don't know. I don't have a set schedule. So I love you guys so much for being here when I can do this. We will keep updates coming. I'm going to find out about the movie poster and get some information about that for you guys. The product campaigns that I am just now getting involved with, whatever the product is, I will tell you guys because I'm going to be buying them. I mean, my stuff on like a poster, that's just the coolest shit, it's just cool stuff. You know, I'm not saying it's on a poster. I'm just saying stuff like that. You know, an official product for some. For I can't tell you any more like that. But if it, you know, I think that's cool. I think it's awesome. So whenever I find out more, whatever the product is, I'll let you guys know. I'm going to be buying them. Hopefully, you guys will buy them. Can you be late if it's not scheduled? If your name is Edwards, yes, I still managed to find a way. Circumstances says good times. Love you, brother. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of here. Thank you guys so much. If you guys want to pick up volume 2 of Siphon, it's out. Oh, that new book smell. Oh my god. It's out. It's here. It's available. It's beautiful. I give you guys I tell you guys a little bit about what's going on and what's been the deal. They were amazing. This team was amazing. Like I said, they gave me a full page to this is all of the team, and then they gave me a full page write up in the back. They've been amazing to work with. They've been truly amazing to work with. So yeah, here in a few weeks, going to be coming out to Oklahoma City for GalaxyCon Oklahoma City. So buckle up, Buttercup. We're doing some crazy stuff with that one. We got stuff coming out. Yeah, we got stuff coming out here that I'm very excited about. But I'm mostly just excited to see you guys. It has been too long. I love you guys. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other, and we'll keep doing this, man. If you guys can swing by and see me at a show, I'd love to slap hugs on you guys. I'm going to get that second camera so my Facebook people can see what's going on. We're going to do this. I just don't know when and how often, but I missed you guys. So I wanted to get on here for the longest time. And then Robert asked me a question about the pins. And I was like, you know what, Robert, I'm going to start up a stream. Enough of you guys have asked me to start doing streams again. Doggone it. Let's do it. Let's do it. So here we are. All right, I'm going to get out of here. Extraordinary says, if flights are cheap, maybe. When is SJ and what's the show called? It is called GalaxyCon San Jose, and I know all I can remember is that it is in August. I think it's actually at the end of August. Hold on. Hold on. I might have it on my calendar. Hold on 1 second. Hold on, bro. San Jose. So it's GalaxyCon San Jose. It is August 16th, 17th, 18th. So right in the middle of the month. So yeah. Yeah. You guys heard that ding? That was a message from Kimberly with our bad weather. She's having a hard time getting home. So I'm going to go. I'm going to get ready to help her get the boy in and get dinner going and everything. And see my dude, see my lady. Okay, wait, hold on. We're back. Mitchell says, stop yapping and work on my book more. You only got 30-ish minutes till that boy gets home. I know, right? I gotta go. I can get this done in half an hour. No concept of time. If somebody says that with this amount of no, they have no concept of time. All right, I'm out of here. Thank you guys. Love you guys. We'll see you guys soon. And yeah, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and keep drawing. All right. Talk to you a lot later. Love you guys. Bye.